All right, hey guys, my name is Dr. Chelle. I am Dr. Test Prep on YouTube or drtestprep.com, and I'm doing a series called Your Questions Answered, where I find different questions posted on Facebook, Instagram, etc., and answer them. Okay, so I thought this was really interesting. Now, on the SAT, you won't be asked to find the standard deviation of a set of data, but you will be asked to understand the concept of standard deviation. However, since you now have access to the Desmos calculator and finding standard deviation is ridiculously easy, I'm going to explain this question by using the calculator and calculating standard deviations. So let's take a look. It says, which of the following dot plots represents a data set with the greatest standard deviation? So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to type in lists into Desmos, and we're going to learn how to do standard deviation, which is like a button click. All right, how do we do lists? Well, my favorite way to do lists is just look at the answer choices. So I'm going to type in the letter A. So we'll just come to Desmos, type in A equals from the keyboard. You're going to hit the bracket button, not with the shift. You want the square back bracket, and that's located next to the letter P on your keyboard. Now, if we look at letter A, we can see that there's number one. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 number threes. So I'm going to do 3 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it has number 5. And I'm going to close my bracket. So, Doc, how do you find the standard deviation? You go down here. There's a keyboard trick, but I'm going to show you the long way. You click the keypad. We click functions. And we go down to statistics. And we want the one that just says STDEV. We don't need the P one. Whoops. And we want to click that on the next line. So next line, functions, and then this. Now, what do we want them to take the standard deviation of? We want them to take the standard deviation of letter A. And that's our answer, 0.942, blah, 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 blah. So let's look at the B group. So I'm going to hit B equals bracket. And then I notice I have 3 of each number. So I'm going to type in 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s. This is very exciting, I know. And 3 5s, and close my bracket. Then again, I can hit my functions, STDEV, and what do I want them to find the standard deviation of now? I want them to find the standard deviation of list B. So now already we can see that list B has a greater standard deviation. So just to keep things easy, you can either leave all of these up and then compare, but I like my students to compare like one step at a time. So already we know that it can't be choice A. So I have them close out choice A. So now we're looking at choice B. So let's type in list C. We've got number 1, we've got 2 number 2s, 3 number 3s, 2 number 4s, and a number 5. And we're going to close that bracket. Functions, STDEV, you could also type it out, STDEV of list C. So now we know list B is 1.46. We know that list C is 1.2. So still choice B is the most likely choice, but we still got to choose choice D. So I'll put D equals the bracket, which is next to the letter P. And I see I've got 3 number 1s, 2 number 2s. Now what standard deviation is variance from the mean. That's what standard deviation is. But in this case, now that you guys have Desmos, man, just type it in. Let's see. Yeah, 11 elements, STDEV, or you can use that keypad button. We're looking at list letter D. And there we go. List B, which was in the running with 1.46, had the most deviation. But now that we figured out choice D, we see it's 1.67. So that will be our answer. The answer to this problem is choice D, that has the greater standard deviation with the 1.67. All right, like, subscribe, tell your friends. See you soon. Bye, guys.